Addy for there for a quick little Vblog. Hold on. What do you think? Turned out pretty good. This elbow is going to be the death of me, though. I'm telling you, man. It's coming together pretty good. One more good coat of black all the way up. And we'll be kosher. Notice my I can't flex. It hurts like a motherfucker. Notice my muscle tone is coming back. Yeah, that really fucking hurt, man. Just that a little bit. For the last 2 months, it's like this arm has just been flaccid with muscle wise. And it's slowly coming back. I'm actually starting to feel muscle there again. Still hurts like a motherfucker when I flex, but yeah, I'm starting to get some muscle back in there. But the tattoo's coming out cool. I think the next time I go to the shop, we'll be doing this, the design, so to speak. People keep asking me why I blacked out my arm. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to this one, except I have a lot more open flesh here, so virgin flesh, as I like to call it. There'll be more of a design on this one, but it will still be blacked out a lot like this one. I've had these tattoos on here for 35 years. I'm fucking tired of looking at them. They are a point in my life that I wanted to remember because I got them tattooed on my arm. Like the snake eating the rat. That was back when I was into importing exotic reptiles. Picture my old lady before the kids. Now she's just a little bit whiter. The tattoos I had on here all stood for something that had happened in my life. And it's in the past, man. It's time for a fresh start. Do it all over again. Like I said, this will be the last tattoo I ever get on this arm. Because there's no way in hell I'm going to get this lasered off because it hurt going on. I'm not going to hurt even worse taking it off. It's just time for a change. No other reason than just time for a fucking change, man. So that's what that's all about. I wanted a blackout arm, and that's what I'm getting. So sorry that doesn't fit to what you think I should be doing, but I don't really give a fuck what you think I should be doing. But practicing on the G&L ASAC Classic Blues Boy Semi-Hollow. Okay. Solid. Hollow. Okay. It's a cool guitar. I did notice in high humidity, and this is something I've never seen before on a single piece neck, like a Fender or a G&L, is high humidity actually caused the action to raise a little bit. Maybe 1/16 of an inch about. I haven't practiced on this guitar since my last video. And when I pulled it out last night down in Dallas, I noticed the action was a little bit higher. And, I'm not in Dallas anymore, but the action went back down to where it was. So I'm going to have to assume that it was the humidity of where I was at that was causing the issue. I don't adjust a guitar anytime out here on the road. The only time I'll tweak a guitar is when I'm at home at sea level. If I start tweaking a guitar every time I stop, I'll never stop tweaking a guitar when I stop. I leave it the way it is, and if it's something that severe, that maybe just adjusting the intonation a little bit or something, I'll do that. But for the most part, I will not set up or fuck with a guitar out on the road. I'll change the strings. I might adjust the intonation a little bit, but other than that, I don't touch them. Because if I do, like I said, it will end up being in every practice deal, and I don't do that. It's not worth it. But yeah, I noticed that. So, but here's what it sounds like. There you go. That's what it sounds like. I don't know, man. I was fucking with something last night, and now I can't get it back. I don't know. I'll have to try to remember. Anyway, it is a cool guitar. It is a lot like my ESP E2. That if you play sloppy like that, you'll hear it big time. It's not one of those forgiving guitars. It's fretting out a little bit on the B string. Anyway, cool guitar. Well worth the $400 new. If you're looking now, I still haven't checked, but it supposedly has USA pickups. That might be why it's a little bit touchy. But I'll figure it out. This is factory setup, so who knows? Crypto. All right. I'm doing an experiment, okay? Oh, God dang. My nose is running like I just ate jalapenos. Probably because I just ate jalapenos. Anyway, crypto. I haven't really been following the market too deeply. There is just too much volatility, too much bullshit going on. I have been taking advantage of the spikes. My loaded lions alone has quadrupled in what I paid for it. I think it's up to $200 now. I think I paid $50 for what I got in loaded lions. It wasn't that much. I'm gonna hold on to loaded lions for a while, see where it goes. That's definitely one to keep an eye on. But other than that, everything's just kind of maintaining. Okay. This weekend, I have a feeling the market's gonna go down a bit, and here's why. Okay. There's this big bill coming out that Trump is trying to get passed. Now, I've done a little research over the last few minutes, done a little research on this big bill or whatever the fuck they're calling it, okay? It does not help the middle class, the lower class, or it definitely helps the upper class, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're a big Trump supporter or you're a Democrat. I don't care. I've never said who I voted for in this last election. So I could either be a Republican or I could be a Democrat. Who the fuck knows who I voted for? I could have voted independent. Who knows? I don't support any party at the moment, okay? But this big bill definitely benefits the upper class far more than it does the middle class and the lower class. Don't be disguised. Don't be fooled by Trump's big words, okay? If you need, have somebody smart use single syllable words to explain it to you, okay? It does not, just like his last tax bill, did not benefit the middle class working man or woman at all, okay? It benefited the upper class big time. And you should have realized that when you got your tax bill, okay? I don't know about you, but he took away every tax damn near every tax deduction I had as a truck driver, okay? Which fucked me 2 or 3 years in a row. I even prepared myself for the tax bill at the end of the year, which is I've never had to pay, because up until Trump, I didn't have a tax bill. I got a refund every year. But ever since Trump, I have to pay. And as a lot of you know, man, you're getting fucked left and right, okay? This new big bill they're talking about, it's going to fuck you even more, okay? This is not a Republican or a Democratic view. This is reality. This new big bill, if it goes through, you're fucked. People like me, middle class, hardworking folk, you're fucked, okay? So, that right now is what is causing the kind of downward slide in the crypto market this weekend. Supposedly, come Sunday, they're supposed to have a vote on this. It's basically a budget bill, okay? So if for some reason they come to an agreement and they do some fixing, and the fixing actually helps the people it's supposed to help, rather than the upper class, then I think come Monday we'll see a nice spike up. But if they don't come to a conclusion on this on Sunday, I think you're looking at more of a downward spike. Now, today I took advantage of the downward spike and I added $20 to the Robinhood account, okay? Now, I'm going to be doing this continually. I'm going to pull money out of Robinhood and start from scratch. Okay, I'm going to do it again. The Crypto.com account, I'll pretty much keep it where it's at. A couple of weeks ago, I did take what I invested that originally put into it. I took that back, and there's still $600 fucking dollars in there, okay? So, the Crypto.com account will pretty much stay the same. I'll just be changing, buying and selling as needed, building or depleting the hodl as needed. The Alto IRA account, same thing. I'm not adding anymore. I'm not taking it away. I'm just I'm buying and selling, doing what I do to hopefully in the near future make that hodl worth more than it is now. I think the Crypto.com account is $600 and the Alto IRA is $530, $550, and there's $50 in the fucking Coinbase account, and there's $20 in the Robinhood account. So as things start picking up, if and when they do, then I will be showing you what I am doing. Until then, I'm just building the hodl like I have been. Okay. I mentioned a while back this was going to be a spike. Right now, that's what it's turning out to be. The only people that are really making some good gains on this are Bitcoin owners and iffy on the Ethereum owners. But mainly, if you were riding the wave on the Bitcoin, you should have easily turned half a Bitcoin into a full Bitcoin by now. Enough about that. As to the personal side of this blog, what I've been up to is the last 4 days I've been in the shop getting this beast fixed. See, what I don't like about truck shops, it's you know, I understand they're doing the best they can, but I have people that are asking me questions, and I have to go get the answers. And when I get the answers from the people that are supposed to know, I go and tell other people who also need to know, which is why I don't understand why I'm a middleman in this deal. They got fucking computers. They can talk to each other. Anyway, you know, what I hate is I'll check in with the shop. They'll give me a guesstimate of when they're going to pull it in. But the thing is when you go back 8-9 hours later to find out when it's going to come out, that's where the problem lies. And this time, for the most part, they were right on with getting it in when they did. I had a very little sleep the first day, and they got it in, got it back out, said, hey, you got to come back tomorrow. The Freightliner guy is going to work on it. And so that worked out fine, but it's the next morning when I went to find out about the Freightliner guy where all the hassle started. I waited all day. Freightliner guy never came got the truck. So around 5:30 that night, I went in, and the Freightliner guy says, yeah, you're next in line, man, but I'll get to it tonight, but we're going to put you in a motel. So I went to the motel and stayed the night there. Decent motel, actually, this time. Much better than that shithole they stick you in there in fucking Knoxville, man. God damn, that place sucked. Anyway, went to the motel, had a good time there. Decent, like I said, decent room. Comfort Inn in Red Oak, Texas. Decent one. The pool was green, but other than that, the rest of the place was pretty decent. So the next morning, I caught the shuttle driver. You better fucking grab onto every handle you can, because that was a shuttle ride I will never want to go back on. It was like riding Magic Mountain during the day with the lights on. Yeah, it wasn't that great. Anyway, the Freightliner guy had sent me to the motel room, told me it'd be ready that night or when I got back there the next day. Got back there, he didn't even start on it. So I ended up sitting yesterday all day in the driver's lounge. I got there at 11:30, and he got done with the truck at 9:30 that night. So that's what, 10 hours I sat in that fucking room. And you want to do something fucking mind-numbing, go sit in the driver's lounge for 10 fucking hours, man. It is not a fun ordeal. But he got it done. I got the fuck out of there. So that has been basically my last week. I did get a little bit of practice in. You couldn't tell by what I played, but I did get a little bit of practice in. So that's that. Keep your eye on the crypto over the weekend and come Monday. No guarantees on anything because I'm not a professional. I'm just a amateur crypto investor. Okay, and I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Other than that, man, I hope everybody's safe. The weather's getting definitely a lot hotter. Be careful out there. And, yeah. Oh, and watch out for those Filipino man boys that you meet online. Lady boys. Filipino lady boys. Because they are definitely looking for you elderly truck drivers, man. I'm going to leave that story at that. So be careful out there. Be safe. Wear a condom. And make sure you have plenty of lube. Hasta luego. Ford Fender out. Later.